Hey you guys, it's Ninfa, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. As I always say, you can always make more money, but you can't make more time. So the fact you're taking the time to watch this, I'm truly blessed and grateful, and thank you so much. So I help people become financially and physically healthier, and it always starts with the mind. And the book we're reading right now is Eat That Frog. We're going to do 2 chapters at a time. It's chapter 8 and chapter 9 right now. Chapter 8 is Apply the Law of 3. And he actually had a great story of this woman named Cynthia that went to a Brian Tracy coaching session. He said, in 90 days, you're going to have more time to spend with your family and less time at work, and you're going to be making more money. And she was like, what? I don't know about that, right? She's like, I don't know if that's really truthful, if that's going to really happen. He said, first, number one thing, write down all the things you have to do and tasks at your job. 17 things she had to do. And she said, it usually took her 12 or 15-hour days to do it, which meant she had less time with her family, and she would work 6 days a week. So she really was struggling in that area, right? And so making whatever money she was making. And so he said, okay, great. These are awesome. Now, what is one of the things that you have to get done? Let's see. It says, identify one of the things you have to get done in your job that's one of the bigger tasks that really help you to move forward and get great results for your company. She found that one. That was easy. He's like, all right, do the second one. What's the second one that has to get done? She's like, okay, I found that easy. She's like, all right, what's the third one? And she's like, all right. So she found the 3. She's like, all right, now I need you to go back to your boss and just say, hey, look, I'm going to be more productive in the business. These top 3 things are things I have to do that's going to make double or triple more money in this company. The rest of the stuff I have to delegate. Will you help me with that? And she said, here's the deal. If I make double or triple the amount of money in revenue by next month, I want to get paid double. And so her boss is like, okay, well, all right. He's like, well, these 3 tasks are extremely important. Yes, you're right. All right, so let's work on delegating, downsizing, outsourcing, or eliminating some of these other 17 items. So I think that she had a total of 17, so 14 items left. So they went ahead and did that. She went from working 12, 14-hour days just to her normal 8 to 5, 9 hours a day, right? 8 hours a day, hour lunch, doing her 3 tasks. And she quadrupled the money that she made for the company the next month. And guess what? He had to actually pay her double her salary. And she's been doing great ever since. She only works 5 days a week. So she's got 2 days with her family and the evenings with her kids and her family. And she couldn't be more grateful. So that is it. Just kind of figure out, like we've been doing through this whole process of Eat That Frog, you got to figure out the main tasks. What are the things you really got to get done? And then the rest is just hoopla, right? I mean, you've got to just basically go in and decide, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to find out, what am I going to do with these other things? I'm going to downsize it, eliminate it, delegate it, outsource it, do what you got to do to eliminate those things out of your life. And she was able to do that for herself. He's like, he said the main goal for this is the time management is a means to an end. Exactly that. It's a means to an end of working so hard, so long for very little and not to have a life. Your relationships, your family members, those are the most important things. So if you can make your time managed each day, you can have more time for the wonderful things in life. And work all the time you work. So this is what it means. To keep your life in balance, you should resolve to work all the time you work. When you go to work, put your head down and work the whole time. Start a little earlier, stay a little later, and work with a little harder. Don't waste time. Every minute you spend in idle chit-chat with coworkers is time taken away from the work that you must accomplish if you want to keep your job. Right? So that's what anything that you're trying to do, guys. When you're trying to get healthier, the idle time of you wondering and wishing that somebody can make a meal for you, you could be making your own darn meal. The time you're out there, and I'm guilty of this, getting food delivered, you could have made your meal by now and it would have cost you way less money, right? And you would have had more time with your family. So many things, so many examples that you could just not be wasting your time on things that just don't matter, right? And so when it's time to work, when it's time to play, right? You got to put it down, but you got to be able to figure out a way to do the most important things so that your mind can be like, okay, I'm actually done. Now I can go and do the other things. You know, when when tasks are not completed or not done, you're like, I don't know, you want to be able to do that. So make sure you do that. My lighting is so poor. I'm trying to do the things, guys. Here we go. It's a little better. So anyway, so that's that. And he said, to do this task, he said, take 30 seconds to answer each of these questions. What are your 3 most important business or career goals right now? That's number 1. And answer that in 30 seconds. Number 2, what is your most important family and relationship goals right now? And answer that in 30 seconds. What are your 3 most important financial goals? And answer that in 30 seconds. What are your 3 most important health goals right now? And answer that in 30 seconds. What are your 3 most important personal and professional development goals right now? And answer that in 30 seconds. What are your 3 most important social and community goals right now? And answer that in 30 seconds, right? And the last one is what is your biggest problems or concerns in life right now? And answer that in 30 seconds. And then get to work, right? So that is that for applying the 3 rules. If you want my notes and things like that, just let me know. And then number 9, chapter 9 is prepare thoroughly before you begin. Whatever you're trying to do, like you're like, I need to get up in the morning and work out. Well, the night before, the workout starts the night before. People think that, they're like, what are you talking about? Yes, you work out the next day, but the night before you get your gym shoes ready, your socks, your clothes, all that ready. You get your everything ready in the bathroom, so everything is set up and ready to rock and roll for brushing your teeth and washing up and getting going, getting that glass of water out there. Everything has to be done the night before so that you can accomplish your goal in the morning. Same for your work. Clean your desk area. Clean your desk area so that it's appealing to you to be able to work there for several hours, right? I'm guilty of that. I usually come downstairs, right? So that's the thing. You got to prepare yourself. He says, it is amazing how many books never get written, how many degrees never get completed, how many life-changing tasks never get started because people fail to take the first step of preparing everything in advance. Bottom line. All right. So, and then once you get everything prepared, get to work and never stop. Like you said on the first chapter, do something every day and to accomplish your goal and never stop until you get there. And when you get there, you go for something else, right? He says, eat that frog task. Take a good look at your desk and office, both your home and at your office. Ask yourself, what kind of person works in an environment like that? The cleaner and the neater your work environment, the more positive, productive, and confident you'll feel. Number 2, resolve today to clean up your desk and office completely so that you feel effective, efficient, and ready to go, get going on each of time you sit down to work. All right, so there you go, guys. That is chapter 8 and 9. Number 1, to apply the laws of 3, and number 2, get prepared thoroughly before you get to going on the things you want to do. If you want to get the notes that I have for this book, just message me and I will get that to you. Love you. Take care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.